These plants over here are being an issue, so let me burn them down. I always will burn that pest in the process. Yeah! Get out of here, you scum! That'll teach you to eat my shit all the time. Welcome, everybody, to the Falcon one-shot. On the agenda, we have the Mims Beginning here today. This right here is a lighthearted, godlike, sim, civilization building type of game. Really kind of cute overall, kind of simplistic mechanics as well, but it's something that I kind of enjoyed messing around with and I wanted to show off to you. This has been going through the entire early access phase for a while now, and it's finally hitting full release on the 18th, I want to say. I should be right on that one, but I do believe it's the 18th. But I figure we come into the game over here and just show you some of the mechanics over here. I will usually take this part of the video to explain to you the story, but because this is a godlike sim civilization building game, it's a bit slower to start up, so I'll just wait until we're in-game. We have a few actions queued up, and I will explain the story to you then. But for now, let's go into the story. By the way, there is a survival mode as well, so if you want to avoid the story, which is more of a procedurally kind of like, you know, quest objective type of thing, you could just go into survival. You could select the size of your map and just try to get a Mim society flourishing over time as well. But we'll be doing the story for the premise of this video over here. So let's see. We should have... That's going to be tutorial. Let's go into prayer to the gods. I'm here with a group of workers. We think that what happened is some sort of punishment. Punishment for the pride and greed of our leaders. The gods watch over the Mims world, and Mims pay tribute to them. It is a primeval cosmic energy that influences the fortunes of all the creatures. Mims uses energy via the tower, so you control that tower. So basically, you control the divine energy. Alright, cool. Local Mims are ordinary farmers who want to ask the gods for help by organizing a feast in their honor. Help them gather some biomass and breed a few chono. Is it chono or kono? Chono, we'll call them chono. Chono animals, which looks like little chickens over here, with apparently only 1 foot. And maybe 4 toes? I think it's 4 toes. Helpful hint? Yeah, I got it. Okay, let's get involved here really quickly. So let me rotate on out of here. My Mims will be running around. We have 10 of those guys right now. This right here will be like the fighting variety of the Mims. We will not see them in this video, but your Mims are going to be like, you know, kind of like really cowardly creatures. Therefore, you will need fighters over time to ward off pests and predators as well. But we'll talk more about that here pretty soon. For now, let's get the tower up and running so these guys could come over here and start worshipping me. Now, this little area of influence you'll see right there is basically how much power you have over the domain. You essentially want to put this somewhere in the middle so you have like the most area covered here. So I'm going to say we probably place this bad boy right over here. Seems pretty good to me. Seems to have enough influence over a lot of things, right? Maybe even on this side. No, I'm going to go with this side over here. So place you right on over here. Mims will come over here and start working on this over time. Now, these guys will get tired. They will need to get some rest. You actually have some spells where you can restore the energy, but that's going to require some of your psi energy, so you kind of want to use that for other more important things like warding off these pests over here. I could put this in 2 times speed. We'll do that. Let me slow down now. Upon selecting a psi tower, you will notice a button showing an alternate psi energy production route. So essentially what I could do right now, let me just ignore through this here. Yeah, I got it, game. I will explain that. I could have these guys come over here and worship me, and they will give me some psi energy of their own. But what we want to do instead is actually get a windmill up and running so that could power my psi energy over time as opposed to just draining their abilities. And I want them working as well, so I'd rather just have a windmill. But for now, the way you get power is by biomass. This will be kind of like used for fuel, feeding the Mims, etc., etc. And these critters over here, these scumbags, will be eating your, I guess, fruits that we turn into biomass, right? There is no pause feature in the game, which I found to be kind of weird, a little bit silly, if you ask me, but whatever. It just runs in real time the entire time. I guess you could probably find a way to pause it by bringing a menu up or something, but, you know, whatever. Let's see. First thing we want to do is actually set up this right here, the extractor. What this will do is it'll turn these fruit into biomass, which we're using for a lot of other things right now. So at the moment, we have a couple of plants over here that are tossing fruit over on this side. I'd rather just ignore that area, so what I'm going to do is actually bring the biomass near me over here. And then I'm going to follow it up by building my own plants because I want them to just basically ignore these plants over here, and these pests are going to be kind of a, you know, pest, hence their name. So I'm going to put some plants over here. Now you will see that all this costs a significant amount of funds, and we'll talk about these funds here pretty soon. We'll just place another one like right here. Now the area that you're seeing, like those little arrows that you're seeing, will dictate where these fruit will be tossed to. So you'll see that like these plants over here tossing fruit. I want them to be tossed towards this area because it'll make it easier for us to pick up and then just put it into the biomass thing. So I think 3 early on sounds pretty good to me. Alrighty, cool. So Now, my little dudes over here will start picking this up and throwing it into the biomass producer, and then we'll have some biomass over here. Look, he actually threw it inside. That's the reason why I like to have him right near the this thing over here. Now, this little Binding of Isaac face over here, I forgot what skill that is, but it's an ability I guess Isaac picks up over time. Let him shoot 3 shots, right? Maybe the tri-shot, whatever. That means that they're tired, so you could either restore them or give them a home. We don't have enough funds for a home just yet, so for now, we will go into just speeding up time. Now, we can hold up to 150 biomass at the moment. You can actually increase that by increasing your silo. You do start off with 1 silo in this world, it does seem. And you can build a few more over time, which we probably will need a second one after all. So the silos, don't think it really matters where they are. So I'll just place another one right here. 2 silos together over here, that's fine. Okay, so now we can speed this up here a little bit, I'm going to say, while we gather some biomass. And I'll queue up some actions and we'll talk about the story here pretty soon. Oh, speaking of which, I do have some powers already. The windmill, we cannot make until we have 150 biomass over here produced, which is what I'm waiting for. But let me start off by getting rid of these fuckers over here. Yeah, send them flying. In the water, place in the water. Oh, had they fallen in the water, they would have died and drowned. Like, they would have drowned and died. Not drowned and died, or died and drowned. They would have drowned, and then they would have died. You essentially drown before you die, right? Or maybe it's the same thing, whatever. Now I have to wait up for my power to kind of restore itself. This is the reason why we need some windmills up and running here pretty soon. But since our biomass is now accumulated, and we have a second one of these, we'll gather up to 300. Let me see about doing an upgrade over here. Doesn't require 100, but that's fine. The more biomass you have stored up, the more like actions you could kind of queue up over time here. I'm really loving the fact that these guys are just tossing those in there. Makes it a lot easier for us as well. Alrighty, so we're up to 90. Let's see, did that open up? Windmill requires 150. Let me speed up time over here. We'll talk about the story here pretty soon. I mean, it's nothing too, like, you know, like, oh man, this is like some sort of like work of art story. So it's kind of really basic, but come on, let me get this biomass up and running here. Cool. So let me get the windmill so we can power ourselves up and we can use our energy more often. You want to have the windmill in an area with a lot of rooms, so obviously it gets the more profound use of your power over here, so we'll do that right there. So the story essentially goes that, let me kill a few more of these fellas here. See, you don't want to attack your guys. You can actually hurt your guys as well. That guy should have died. Perfect. These guys will show up over time whenever there's a bunch of fruit just amassed all over the area. So if you don't have enough room to store up your biomass, you'll be having all these fruit all over the place, meaning more pests will show up. The more pests you kill, the more chance you have predators showing up, and the predators are the ones you have to really worry about because those are going to be a lot harder for you to actually deal with. The pests will not attack your guys, right? All they'll do is just eat the fruit around, but the predators will actively attack your Mims, which is no good. Alrighty, I think we could also add an upgrade to our side tower. Yeah, don't tell me about the powers. I know about the powers game. Alright, we're up to, man, we gotta speed it up here a little bit. That's what I told you about, you know, taking the time to explain the story once we're up and running because, you know, these games takes a while to actually get going. And I only have such a limited amount of time with these videos to show you what I can do here in the meantime. Let's see. I could retrieve a Mim. This will give us an extra worker. It's going to cost me 1 gem and 50 biomass, which I don't think is a bad thing. We'll have an extra worker. So that'll send a little rocket out into space to find a Mim. Now, what happened to the Mims is that their planet was basically destroyed, so they fled with 2 ships, one of them with the Mims, one of them with some sort of biocore, which is going to be used to fuel up their next existing planet. So, at the moment, all the Mims are kind of all over space, which is the reason why you have to find them, proceed with the story, and find a new planet for the Mims. That's basically the overall story that I wanted to eventually get in here. Let's, see about doing that. Not dead yet, huh? Okay. So, next thing we want to do is Biolab. This will be for more research. Yeah, we do need the biolab because this will give us our little chickens here. So let me do the biolab like somewhere around over. Oh, nope. We got plants. Okay, these plants over here are being an issue. So let me burn them down. I always will burn that pest in the process. Yeah, get out of here, you scum. That'll teach you to eat my shit all the time. And I do want to get another windmill up and running. Can we do that? We actually can. Well, I'm going to wait, because I don't want to necessarily devoid myself of gems early on, because it can be a problem to me. So, no. Too many Mims around. Okay, let's do the biolab here for now, because we have room for it. And this will get us our little chickens up and running here pretty soon. Chickens will be used once you have a transporter built. You'll be able to send these off to some random planet and sell the chickens off for more gems. Early on, you're very limited to the amount of gems you have. You could find a few in the planet that you're in here, or this little, at least small rock of an asteroid. But it's obviously not too much. You can open up a few by destroying these guys here. They have a significant amount of HP, so you kind of hit them like twice, I want to say. Once you break the shell, the Mims will come over here and pick up some more gems for you to build some more advanced stuff, right? So let's see. I also want to get a house so they could rest, because right now I have to replenish them myself. Let me do a replenishment here. There you go. That sped them up here a little bit for now, but there's still a lot more of these dudes tired. Can I kill you finally? Nope, didn't kill you, but oh! Had I landed this guy in the producer, I wonder what would have happened. That would have been a way to go for that guy. That'll teach him to steal my shit all the time. Alright, so now that we have that up and running, let's do a spaceport as well. This is how we're going to be sending off the chickens for sale. I think we can place it here. No, right here. There you go. There you go. Alrighty. Let's go into 2 times speed here. I want to set up... Can I upgrade you? No. But if we get 150 biomass, we'll be able to start, I guess, researching to Chono. That's the way we're going to get Chonos over time here. Now we have our own little ship. You're going to have to fuel this guy with your biomass as well. So all this will require biomass. A lot of these scumbags are dropping into my planet here. Let me slow her down here momentarily. Rotate her around. I see a lot of you here. One of them's dead. Normally I like to either shoot them off of the rock or into the water. But they have to be kind of like in the edge for you to actually make that happen. Alrighty. One of those died. There's probably 3 more running around. And they're almost dead too. So maybe if I get Psi Energy. Come on, Psi Energy. I guess I should probably get that extra windmill up and running now too, huh? Yeah. Let me do another windmill here. Meanwhile, that should be fine right here. Okay. And biomass. We're at 100. Let's speed up time here momentarily. Need to get a 150 so we can start researching the old chickadees here. Come on. Come on. Well, momentarily. 2 dead. 1 still alive. Okay. And then there's a couple of them over here, but these guys don't really worry me too much. As a matter of fact, what I should do, technically, is burn these 2 guys down, because what's happening is my Mims are now kind of like breaking up, and they're coming over here to collect. Well, I'd just rather have them collect from here. So I'd rather have all my plants in one single area, you know? Not to spread out my resources too thin. So I'm going to leave those guys alone for now. This guy should die with that one. Great. We have 150. Let's go ahead and research our little chickadee over here. Excellent. Now, once that guy is researched, he should be popping out of this little area. And he will also be eating the straight-up raw food. So you do need some biomass to build your stuff, but you also need some raw veggies for your chickadee to come out over here and start eating and growing. You want to make him sure he's grown up before you actually do send him off to apparently be slaughtered by some sort of space alien race out there. Alrighty. How are we doing here? Are we fine so far? I think we're fine here for the meantime. Let me see about... Oh, man. Oh! I really want to get one into the water before we wrap up this video so you can just drown. There's also this little weird thing, like apparently most of these lands have like small little interactions. If you click on these 2 stones, it makes some water pop up from here. I really am not too sure what that does. Oh, it restores the energy of your Mims. Oh. I've never actually seen the effect on that, because I never had a Mim just run around there meanwhile. That's good. Let me kill you guys now, huh? That's going to be your dead. Perfect. Alright, we're at 190. Where's my little chickadee at? He should be running around here for now. I don't see him, though. Whatever. Let's go ahead and produce a second one. I normally lose track of these little dudes, but then they show up suddenly just walking around, like they own the place. I like it. They got a little pep to their step and everything. Where you guys at? Huh? Chickadees? What's that over there? Ooh, that's a planet out there. Okay, cool. So, we're at 110 at the moment. What I could do is, let's actually upgrade Silo. How many gems do we have? 4 left over? I guess we could afford to upgrade that. And let's see. We do have our side tower. A house is going to require 5 gems. We don't have enough for that, so let me go ahead and destroy this one. Now we've cracked the shell open, we could pick up some minerals, and we could probably get a house up and running for these guys to get some rest. There we go. Chickadees. Yeah, look at this guy. So he's going to run around, and he's going to look for food. He's going to eat that shit straight up. And then he's going to grow. So we have to wait for the growth rate over here. Normally, like, 1 piece of fruit will actually build that little bar up slowly, so you want to make sure you have enough fruit running around so that they actually get some food in there. As a matter of fact, let's do another gem because, why not? So we'll do another gem, like, through here as well. Or not a gem, but another plant. I really kind of want to burn these plants over here. Speaking of burning, We saw how we burned those things down. We could also burn down trees that are kind of in the way, so that's going to be a way for you to kind of like make room for other stuff. So these trees can indeed be burned down. It takes a bit longer, so you definitely want to have a lot of energy stored up over here. Have like a couple of windmills so you can kind of spam flame over and over, because they will kind of start regrowing relatively quickly as well. Now, my area of influence, as you can see, since this was only hit by the edge of that little spell that I used, it didn't do like the full 18 damage it normally did on that one over here. So the center of the little spell itself will cause more damage as well, so you want to keep that in mind. These guys over here have the minerals. Great. Oh, another one of those scumbags here showed up. And let's see. Now, as you saw, I try to hit this guy with the edge as opposed to hitting him with the full blast of the power, because you could kind of maneuver where they're going to like launch themselves at based on that. And I really want to get this guy in the water. Give me some more power. Give me some more power. Come on. I could toss him in there. I think he's going to die next turn, though. Oh, no, he didn't die. And we drowned him. Scumbag. Chickadees, how you doing? Let me go ahead and get a third one up and running. Right now, the objective for this map, mind you, there are objectives. You want to assemble enough biomass 350 for their tribute to me. I'm their god, apparently. And we also want to load 3 Chonos up into this little space flight, send them off, and we'll get our next progression to the story. The next thing you have to do after this is actually get a science lab, which will teach your Mims a couple of skills. I don't think we'll have enough time to show that off, unfortunately, but at least I think you kind of get the idea of how the game flows over here. So, mind you, this is kind of like the basics. There's a lot of other stuff we haven't unlocked here. Lots and lots of other stuff, especially when it comes to enemies and predators. But, you know, it's a Falcon one-shot. There's only so much I can actually show in one video, so, you know, you will forgive me for that. Let's see here. How are you coming along? Let me put this in 3 times speed. I'm going to just have this run in the background here momentarily so my chickadees could grow and we could send them off into space here. While we're at it, though, let's go ahead and fuel up our ship here. It's going to cost me 100. Go ahead and do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this turn off, turn off, turn off. Now, I'm turning these off because we actually don't have access to the Pelurios, the D-SARs, or the Flavids. The only thing we have access to right now is the Chonos. Those are going to be the ones that we're going to load and send them off. So I'm also going to enable load transporter. So whenever the Chonos are fully grown, they will come over to the transporter to be sent off to be sold. And also, you can load them in there if you are worried they'll be attacked by predators. But we don't have to worry about predators for this map right now, so there is that. There's a lot of fruit over here, so you guys should be growing pretty soon. I mean, there's also probably... Oh, there he goes. You see that Chono with the little exclamation point? It means that he's grown up fully. So he's going into the transporter now to hang out. And just wait till we can send him off to the slaughter, right? Alrighty. Now you... Oh! Yeah! Yeah! That's what you get for coming into my hood, my friend. Let me go ahead and start blowing this one up over here and get a couple of more gems. I want to get this house up and running at least, and also send a transporter before we start wrapping it up, because my time is indeed running short for Falcon one-shot here. Guys, please move. I don't want to hurt you. Oh, come on. Look, see? That didn't break because I was making sure not to hurt my guys, because you can kill them, and I don't want that happening. They're my guys, you know? They worship me. Can't kill the people that worship you, you know? That's terrible. Oh, it's another one of these scumbags here as well. Alrighty. So, are the Chonos done? There's one more over here. How many have we loaded up so far? We've loaded up 1. We should have more than 2 chickadees running around, though, right? And we have this one here. He's almost fully grown. Maybe the other one's hanging out over here? I don't see the third one. There's got to be a way to find these guys a lot easier than just kind of like roaming around. But damned if I know how that is. Okay, so... You... Didn't get you. Didn't get you this time. But hold up. Let me get some more power, and we'll come back to you. Oh, not enough. He's at a weird angle where I can't just toss him to the water. So I guess I'm just kill you straight up, huh? Come on, kill him. Kill him. Kill this guy. Yeah, he's dead now. Alright, Chonos, come on. Let me go into 3 times speed over here, because I want to send this off to show you the objective being completed here, at least, before we wrap it up. So we'll probably go a little bit longer with this video than I normally do for the one-shots, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, only 1. I could have sworn this was about to be fully grown here. Come on, just get in there. There you go. It's fine. And I saw another baby one running around. I mean, there's really no reason not to make a lot of these meanwhile, even if you could only send like a significant amount of them in one go. So there's no reason not to have a lot of extra ones running around, unless there's predators around. If there's predators around, you definitely Want to make sure there's not too many around because the players will indeed kill them. And also kill your Mims too, which is no good. Still, oddly enough, alive. Persistent little bugger. But he's dead now. How you doing, little buddy? There's a lot of, oh, there's another one back here. See, I know I had more than one. You guys get lost so easy. There you go. This one's about to be fully done here pretty soon. And by fully done, I do mean once we send him, he's going to be killed. Probably, I don't know, fried? You go for a little bit of fried chicken. He's done now. Get your ass over here now. Okay. Come on. Hey, you? No! Oh, well. Since we met the objectives, we have a continuation to the story now. So at the moment, I could send one of these little fellas out here to offer the fruits to the gods, which is me, obviously. And we also want to send off... Oh, we have 6 gems. Oh, that's because we were breaking down those guys, huh? Let me build a house so you can see what that looks like. The science centers will teach them new skills, obviously, as I mentioned. But let me get a house up and running. Doesn't really matter for the premise of this video. But actually, wait. Let's burn this shit over here. Get on out of here. By the way, the Mims don't like it when you burn stuff too often. They understand that you have to burn, you know, stuff on occasion, but they are kind of weary about it. Kind of like, hey, what are you doing here? Burning vegetation down. Oh my goodness God! That guy just launched like a rocket. Oh, and we're gonna load 4 of the chickies in one go. Perfect. So that's gonna be your house pretty soon. 4 chickies ready to go. We are completely loaded up. Actually, we could fit one more in there, but we don't got time for that. Let's go ahead and slow her down. There you guys go. You guys got a house to rest in now. Let me also drop a spell on you to heal you up meanwhile. So now they're coming into the house. As you can see over here, we have like 2 little pods. And just getting some rest in there. Yeah, get some rest. On occasion, if they're being lazy, you could also force them out of that house if you need them like immediately or something like that. So let's go ahead and send off our transporter into space. Blast off! And this right here will tell you his little trip over to whatever planet he's going to sell those little chickadees at. So there you go with that. 3 of you guys over here, huh? Can I toss you all into the water? Oh, one of you's going in there. Did you? Or did you die midair? Not sure what happened to that guy, but he's gone now. By the way, if you toss your Mims into water, they will also drown. So that's the reason why you make sure you don't want to hit them too often. Okay, cool. And at the moment, all we have to do is indeed build a science center. I believe is the next objective. Oh, we also have to send one of these guys over here. Let me send... Excuse me. Hey, you're walking too fast for my liking. You here, Mims worker. Come hang out over here. Offer me the biomass. Cherish me as your new god. Did we ever upgrade this guy? We never did. But we're out of gems right now, right? No, we need 3, which we only have 2. There was another little thing we could destroy over here, though. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, little Mim. I hit that guy by mistake. Alrighty, and here you go. Offering me my biomass, that's how they cherish me all the time. Okay, build a science center is going to be the last objective. Fruit smell, creature smell. Creatures are attracted by the amount of bodies, the predators that I talked about. Now this ship's over here still traveling about. Let me go into 3 times because I want him to come back and show you the gem population. Now mind you, the chonos don't really sell for too much because they're the easiest ones to make, so we won't get too much of a big reward for that, but that's fine. Let's see. We're gonna... What's up? How much more do you have to go? 20 or 35? Oh, I'm so goddamn slow. Transporter's back. Now my Mims will come over here and pick up the gems as well and bring them back to our little, I guess, stationary area where we save this stuff at over time. Time speed. So we're at 1 right now. Let's see. This guy's got a gem. This guy's got a gem. I see 3 gems. I see 4 gems. But there's probably more than there. Yeah. I think each chono goes for like 2 or 3 if I'm... So... About 9? That's good. That's enough for the Science Center. Let's open up the Science Center. Right here in the middle sounds fine just because I'm ready to wrap up this video. You guys build that. That should pretty much wrap up this first part of our story quest over here. Nothing really too dangerous early on, as you could probably imagine. Alrighty. Discover the future prediction technology. So now we have to come over here and open the future prediction technology. This will kind of tell you when bad events are coming, whether it's enemies, weather, etc., etc. That requires 100 biomass, which you have, and 2 gems. Go ahead and open that up. And as soon as that opens up, future prediction down here. We are done with the first part over here. And they'll have a little chat over here and whatnot, and then you go into the next map over, and you have to have, like, other stuff. The next map over is going to be with dangerous creatures, and you're going to have to build the Mims to be fighters as well, because right now they're cowardly little creatures. But this is the Mims Beginning. It should be coming out on the 18th, as I said. Really fun little sim-like, lighthearted, godlike civilization game, I should say. If you enjoyed it, description below will have all the information you need to follow it and, pick it up whenever you want to. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.